We'll be talking about triggers, we'll be talking about conscious communication and how to build emotional intelligence. And how this session is going to help us is that by the end of it, you would know how to take care of your own emotional well-being and to take care of your child's emotional well-being. When we were growing, Nupur, most of us were not brought up with this healthy, with this safe and with this powerful relationship with ourselves, with our feelings. Like how many of us were actually told that it's okay to feel what you're feeling, and how many of us were validated for our emotions and our emotions were not repressed. But since most of us did not have this kind of an opportunity where we had a powerful relationship with our feeling, most often what happens is when our children are having big feelings, it brings about a trigger in us. So in that case, how do we deal with situations? How do we take care of ourselves is very crucial. Before that, we have to understand what are triggers. So triggers is basically a reaction to your child's behavior. So the definition would be a voluntary or an involuntary negative response to the way your child acts, the way your child behaves. Now trigger is something that it can be automatic, it can be something out of proportion, and it can be something out of your childhood experience, something out of a trauma, out of your wounds, out of your pains. And what happens is when our child, say for example, is rude to another child, say for example doesn't share with another child, and we get triggered and we get angry about it, and then we feel that whatever we are doing is valid because that is the way we can correct our child. I'm sorry, but that is again continuing that unhealthy cycle of coping with situations. So we have been doing this from generations to generations, and we are continuing this unhealthy cycle by passing it on to our children. So it's important for us to understand how we can deal with this. Yes, we need to stop this, but we need to correct this from a space of not being triggered, from a different energy, by consciously communicating with our children from the space of connection. So that's the difference.